What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Checked In Podcast. If you haven't already, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell because it'll let you guys know every time we upload. But with that being said, let's get right into it. Today's guest, I have Emilie. Hi, Emilie.
Hi.
This is your first podcast ever that you're actually featuring on, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you feel?
A little nervous.
A little nervous?
I need some alcohol.
Here, cheers that. Cheers to that. So, got a little champagne today. So this is actually my first time drinking champagne. I'm so used to apple cider, like I was telling you off camera, that's what I thought it was.
You can't compare.
Yeah, I know.
So
well,
good.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still a child at heart, so the apple cider for sure would have kicked in perfectly today, given the fact that it is raining. And I feel so bad because I had to bring you inside, like not within a proper umbrella, like I had to bring you in with cardboard.
A cardboard box.
Yeah, I got us some cardboard and I had her running in here with cardboard.
But the hair is good.
Yeah, it looks good.
It did not get wet.
That was like the main focus right there, was for it not to get wet. So, and then obviously, I guess I'll start off by asking you, since we're talking about hair and we're discussing hair. I was like, so you're a hairstylist, correct?
Yes.
So what made you get into, I guess, becoming a hairstylist?
It's a long story. But
I got time.
Well, I used to work in HR, and then
For those people that don't know what HR is.
I kind of like enrolling people into like the company and then like payroll and all of that, but for truck drivers.
Oh, okay.
And I know you work in that field
Yeah,
too.
there you go.
And so my boss kept adding more and more work onto me, and I asked for a raise, and he gave me $1 raise, and I got upset.
Which you should. Yeah.
I got really upset.
You should be happy though, because most people would get 10 cents, 25 cents. That's happened to me, and I've gotten pissed. So
The thing is, it's like I thought I was doing so much because he had a deadline, like, have payroll done by Friday. I had it done by Tuesday, Wednesday, the latest. So I was like on top of it. And then I just feel like I was doing, like, he said it's not hard work. I was like, it's not hard work, and just because I'm doing it fine does not mean it's time consuming. Like you have to be on it. So when I asked for the raise, he just gave me $1, and he saw the look in my face, and he's like, we'll reevaluate in 6 months. And I was like, I do not want to reevaluate in 6 months. So I got upset, and then that was around the time where I kind of like went on like hermit mode, and I just stopped hanging out with a lot of people and just started working out. And I just was trying to figure myself out. I was like, what do you want to do? Because I hated my job though. Even though it was good pay, I would cry in the restroom all the time.
I think that's everyone, where when you hit that good pay level, you're like, I fucking hate it here, but the money's so good every time I see it.
No, yeah, I hated my job. I worked 50 to 60 hours a week.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, I worked a lot, and I drank every weekend. I was not happy. And it was so bad that on the family group chat, they were all like texting, and then when I went to the restroom to do my 5-minute cry session, I was like,
did you have an alarm set up too? You're like, oh, it's time, I'll be right back. Is that what you were doing?
No, but everybody in the office knew, like, where's Emilie in the restroom? But I was like,
you're like, fuck it,
I was going through it. I didn't care. I'm here like 12 hours a day sometimes. Like, let me just go to the restroom for a little bit. But on the group chat, I wasn't responding because I was obviously working. And then I was reading, they're like, oh, where's Emilie? And then one of my cousins texted saying she's probably in the restroom crying. And I was like, oh.
You're like, how did you know?
And that's when I kind of realized, like, okay, this job is cool, but if I'm drinking every weekend, just trying to have fun, and then like back to Monday, like I'm forced to go to work, I wasn't happy. I'm kind of really thankful that he did not give me the raise that I wanted, because I would have stayed. And I would have been very unhappy. So that kind of pushed me to do something different. So around that time, I was in my room, like thinking, like, what do you want to do? Like think about it. And then I don't know why, I just started looking up Cosmo schools, and I hit up my old stylist, and I'll say, hey, can you send me some recommendations for like cosmetology schools? She's like, I knew it. Because like backtracking to like when I used to be blonde. So I used to get my hair done all the time. And then I remember we were talking about how like when I was in middle school, I would bleach my hair and like cut it and like bleach my friend's hair and like dye it all these different colors. And she was like, are you sure you don't want to be a hairstylist? I'm like, no. I'm good. So when I reached out to her, she was like, I knew it. And yeah, it was just really funny because she saw it in me. And like I checked out the schools that she recommended, and then when I went to Tony and Guy, that they were super nice there, and it felt like I was meant to be there. So I immediately left my deposit, a $3,000 non-refundable deposit, I haven't talked to my boss.
Okay.
I had no game plan whatsoever.
You were just like diving into it.
Yes, it was the scariest thing I have ever done. I didn't talk to my parents about it, or my family, or my friends, or anything. I just did it. And then I started November. So I had 3 months from now, like November. So I remember I kept telling my boss, like, hey, I need to talk to you. Not right now, kid. Because I think he felt that I wanted to talk to him about my raise, because I was obviously upset that he only gave me $1 raise. And then he kept ignoring me the whole day. But I didn't want to talk to him about that. I wanted to talk to him about how I'm going to school. So I kept knocking on his door, and then he got annoyed with me. He's like, all right, come in. I was like, what's going on? And I told him, okay, well, I was like, I am going to school. I'm not going to fashion school anymore, because I was going to school for fashion merchandising. But I was excited at first. But then I started like dragging myself to class, and I was like, okay, I don't think this is for me, because fashion merchandising is like more of the business side, so I was gonna be stuck in an office anyway. So I was like, what am I doing? I need to talk to people,
right?
Not just be in a cubicle all day with work and depressed. And then I was talking to him about how, like, I didn't sign up for fall. Like, I signed up for Cosmos School. I start November. The first half, I need Mondays and Tuesdays off. The second half, I need Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays off. And he's like, so are you quitting? And I was like, no. I was like, I'm giving you the option. You have 3 months to have me train somebody, and you find someone new, and I have 3 months to find a new job. Or you can work with me, and I can train someone during the second half, so you can have payroll done and all that stuff. And he was like, oh, like, that's very ballsy of you. And
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. Like, take it or leave it. Like, I know this is your business, and you're going to do what's the best interest, but I'm giving you 3 months to find someone new, or you're going to work with me. And then he's like, well, you're giving me no choice but to work with you. So he worked with me. So that was, like, the most, like...
It was, like, scary for you, but you know what, though? I give you a lot of credit for that, because a lot of people won't even negotiate a little bit with their employers because they're scared of certain repercussions, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
But the fact that you actually did, that's really ballsy. He's not wrong. Yeah.
He was so shocked. Like, he did not expect that coming. He thought I was going to talk to him about my raise. I was like, nuh-uh, like, I'm leaving.
You're like, bro. Either you going to help me or I'm out. Either way, you're screwed. So
I'm going to leave. And then, like, I went in and, like, take it or leave it. I thought he was going to say no. So when he said yeah, I was like... Like, I was kind of relieved, because I was like, if he doesn't want to work with me, what job is going to pay me enough to support me through school?
Right.
Yeah.
That's always the tough part. But you know what? You took an opportunity on yourself, and you really sat there and, evaluated everything properly. And you said, you know what? This is how I'm going to do it regardless.
Yeah.
Because I believe in myself enough to do what I got to do, and hopefully it works out.
It was hard.
I wouldn't doubt it. But that's the thing, though. Like, a lot of people, if you're going through that yourself, you really need to pay attention to that, because if you don't speak up for yourself, you're gonna be there stuck doing something you don't appreciate.
I probably would have still been there, not getting. I probably would have gotten, like, not even to half of what I was asking for, and still worked there, and would have been so depressed. But now it's like,
now you're just drinking to have fun. So that's nice.
Yeah, every night to calm the nerves. It's different, but I don't regret it. In that moment, I don't know. Like, I never had that happen where I was kind of like, I just jumped. I jumped the gun. Like, I left a deposit. I didn't know how it was gonna work out with money or with my family or anything like that, and I just did it, and I've been happy ever since. Like,
that's good.
It's a good change.
That's good. So now that obviously that's what got you into it, and I guess motivated you to go through the whole, cosmetology, is that what it's called? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure, because I know there's cosmetic and
cosmetology.
Yeah. There's makeup and then there's the hair. Which even makeup itself, I give a lot of credit to, because that shit's hard. But so now that you officially, I guess you're going to start it, or when you started it, how was that process, like that transition now from what you were doing in an office cubicle to now standing on your feet?
Yeah.
Because you were sitting and now you're kind of standing pretty much your whole shit.
I love that part.
You love that part?
From the office, I hated the fact that I was sitting down the whole time. Like, I felt it. Like, I would wear, like, those back braces, because I was like, have you seen those videos on Instagram?
Which ones?
There's one where it shows the average body of a person who works in an office.
No.
And it shows like how they're like.
If you can find it right now, go for it. If you can find it right now, do it because.
Oh wait, my phone doesn't work.
Oh no, it's okay. It's all right.
But yeah, they're like crunched like this, yellow teeth from all the coffee that they drink, and it's
true.
like
You guys drink a lot of
their
coffee.
fingers are like. I was drinking a lot of coffee. I remember when I went to the coffee shop, I was like, "Hey, can I have 4 ristretto shots on ice with a splash of soy milk?" And she's like, "Oh, long day," and I was like, "Nope, regular day."
Regular day. Damn.
Yeah, and then I remember my dad got on me because he was like, "You're drinking way too much coffee. You're having like 3 cups of coffee a day, and the first one is like 4 ristretto shots."
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know much about coffee because I don't drink coffee. Well, I don't really like it. So
love it.
by that right there, just four shots. I'm like, damn, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah, dude, one time I think this lady tried to kill me. I asked for no, dude. I swear to God, I was like, I showed up to the office, and then I showed up with my coffee and I took a sip, and then I felt so jittery and I felt like accelerated, and then like my coworker, he was really nice, and his name is Junior. He was part owner of the company with his brother, but he took care of like the dispatchers and stuff. And then he's like, "Why are you like that?" He's like, "Drink water." And then he looked at my freaking, the label, 16 shots.
God damn.
This girl added 16 shots.
And what did you ask for? Just 4?
4 or 5, something like that. I think yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't 6? And then she said 16.
I don't know. Like I might have gotten. I was tired, but like I didn't even. I took a sip. That's all I took, and I felt like so. And then he's like, "Dude, like you're crazy." And I was like, "I would never order 16 shots on a coffee. Like no." But yeah, like that was very like alarming. I was like,
that's wild. So okay, so you enjoy standing up instead of sitting down because obviously you've seen that video, the posture, the coffee, the staining of the teeth, and everything. So standing on your feet, most people would say that's.
I like it.
Most people would be like, "Oh hell no."
No, I do like it because I'm getting older and I want to be healthy as I get older. So I started working out a lot more now. I eat a lot better. Like if I want to eat bad, I make sure it's good bad food, if that makes sense.
Like In-N-Out is not the worst.
Not the worst. Like I won't eat McDonald's, but I'll eat In-N-Out.
Right.
And then like if I'm gonna eat pizza, it's gonna be like those gourmet pizzas, like with like a little bit of honey in it. And like
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to send me the location for those because I actually like pizza. So.
Have you heard of the Row?
No.
Oh, so it's where American Apparel used to be at?
Where at?
The store, American Apparel. It's right here in LA. They call it the Row now.
It's by the freeway, right? If
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure because that's where all they closed down like the alley and then they made it all nice and pretty and stuff with like all the lighting and all
It's
the plants.
really nice there. They have shops now, and then they even have a salon in there now.
So it's called The Row.
The Row, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look into it.
Every Sunday they
Today's Sunday.
from like 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. a bunch of lunch trucks like pull up, and like everything could be lobster, grilled cheese, pizza, birria tacos, barbecue, sushi, anything, you name it. But it's not always the same vendors. They pull up and then you just go and you just try all the food, and that's where the pizza's at. And they have like this oven roasted pizza, and then you have like margarita, your typical, or like your meat lover. And there's one that has like pepperoni, jalapeno, and like honey in it, and it has something else where I was like, it's pretty good. But yeah,
I'm gonna have to check that out. But the good thing is that you decided to choose the healthier options, and to help. I guess since you're getting older and you want to be healthier, standing up and eating right is a good thing.
Well, that does matter because
No, I know because I'm sitting down all day, and those 5 minutes I get to stand up. Believe me.
But also, like with being a hairstylist, I noticed that you have to take care of your body a little bit more because if you're in pain, you can't work. So it's like getting massages all the time, making sure you're stretching, and like also like your mental health because being a hairstylist, you're gonna hear a lot of people talking to you about.
Technically, you're like a therapist.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. But sometimes when they come in with, because once you start doing hair with certain clients and you get close to them, and when bad things happen to them, you feel it. You're like, you feel bad. You're like, I can't believe that person's going through that. And then that's why it's really important to kind of take a mental health day, and it's really important to do things that help your body because right now I'm hurt. I have my sciatica. I injured it, and it's been 2 weeks, and I'm working. I'm struggling, so it's really important to take care of yourself.
What do you know which one? Like what part of your side? Like is it like
It's like right here, like
right on the lower like tailbone area?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just because I have that shit too. I have a herniated disc.
Stop.
Yeah, I swear. I got it. Well, I would pretty much say that it was because football related. But the way that it happened to me was the injury happened for sure when I was playing football, but the incident of me actually truly feeling it and being like, holy fuck, like this actually hurts. What is this? Is I was playing basketball at Apollo Park in Downey with one of my close friends, the one that I started the podcast with, Dom.
Yeah.
I shot a 3-pointer, made it, for those of you that just are curious if I made it or not. So I made it. I was giving high fives to the guys walking back, and I took like my left leg, I took a step back, and then like my back tightened up like if I got like a back spasm, and I was like, ow. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, all right, who wants to tap in, you know? And I go to the side and I lay down, and I couldn't get back up. Like I could not get back up for the life of me.
Yeah, that was me too.
Yeah,
I remember I got up and I was like, oh. I was like, why does it hurt so much?
Yeah, dude, it's so bad.
No.
But yeah, I do agree that, yeah, taking care of yourself. But that shit, once that one happens, it's like, sorry, there's no real fixing it. I want to go to, I believe it's called CPI. It's over in Tijuana. It's the guy that Joe Rogan talks about. But apparently they use stem cells to help out with that, like to fix it and like adjust and stuff. I want to do it, but I know it's really pricey. And
how pricey?
It's like pricey. It's like pricey. But like I know insurances won't cover it because obviously you're going out of state. And,
yeah.
But from my understanding, it's pricey. Yeah, I'm currently just saving my pennies up for that one.
I'm going to the Cairo on Tuesday, which I'm excited for. Because the first week I worked on the Monday, and then I was like, I cannot work out because it got worse. So I took a whole week off. I felt good. The pain went away. And then I did like 3 days that week because I was like, I don't want to push myself. Mm-hmm. And then on Monday, I did the full workout, like intense. And then Tuesday, I was like, back to square one. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm here today.
Oh, right on. Yeah, no, that whole sciatica thing, dude, it's such a trip. Like, from my understanding, it's one of the most common injuries from people. Oh, it really, supposedly a lot of people will like have it, because even my mom has some. Like, she has like, I think like a couple, not just one, which I don't know how she does it. But yeah, apparently that's like one of the most common ones, because I don't know why. I don't know, but apparently that's one of the most common ones. But hopefully, if I go to that place, I'll let you know how much the pricing and everything is. But yeah, it's really good. A lot of like UFC people and everything use it, and they feel better about like torn muscles and stuff like that. So supposedly, but that's cool. And so the process for you, once you started, I guess that health journey helped you out with, I guess, getting, because I know you guys, do you guys get like carpal tunnel? Yeah,
we just have to be like very careful when we're doing stuff. Like when we're blow drying people, like make sure our like, I know this crack.
That crack. I heard that. I don't know that. Damn. Well, you're right next to the mic when that shit cracked too, so they're gonna hear that.
I know. So that they do crack, I will say, but it's just keeping.
Yeah, mine cracked, dude. I mean, I know I broke this one. I don't know if you guys can. I don't know if you can see my little marks. No, but yeah, like I have 2 little pin marks right here because when I play football, I landed on it and it popped up here. It was like a clean break. Like it was it was like a dislocated, I guess.
So far, I've never broken a bone.
Yeah. Well, I haven't broken, but that should just.
Yeah, but it's just making sure our wrists are straight. Like we're not doing this or any awkward movements, because that's gonna eventually lead up to carpal tunnel or like holding things a certain way. So it's also like they teach us in school is like when we're blow drying, don't just like use like your hands, like move the whole body, like step back if you have to. And I do know barbers are more prone to getting carpal tunnel because they have to kind of like move the. Sorry if I'm like focused.
It's because like I'm like, all right, don't drop this shit, bro. Don't drop it. I'm just like topping myself off here. I'm about to get carpal tunnel right here, right now, just trying to do this shit. Oh, they're a little too low there. But yeah, I can tell you right now that I know barbers for sure get carpal tunnel.
Yes, because it's a constant movement of the wrist. I don't like doing men's haircuts. I freaking hate it. I cannot.
Why is it hard?
It stresses me out. It's like you have. Okay, let's say you want to do a level 0 to a 2.5, right? So then like you do the 0 and then, okay, so it's like a line, the 0, the 2, and then the 2.5. And then the thing is, it's like blurring out that line. So that freaked me out. Like you go up.
Oh, like the blend.
The blend, yeah. That stresses me out. I remember in Cosmo school, It was so bad. This guy asked for a high fade. From 0 to like...
You gave him that extra high?
No. I mean, he liked his haircut. He wanted to come back again. But I hate men's haircuts. So whenever I would get it, I would dread it. Except for Peter. He was a sweetheart. He would always come to me. He was so nice. Like, he like eased me onto going shorter. But this guy, he was like, no, I want this. And I was like, are you sure?
You're like, fuck, dude. I don't know if I really want to, but all right. So when you do the whole cosmetology school, you have to do guy and girl?
Yeah, you have to do both. You have to do both. Absolutely. I remember
Interesting.
Like, people would book and then they'll give you clients once you're like almost close to graduation, because you have to get the hands of like doing random people, because that's the most nerve-wracking part when you start doing people's hair, is taking clients on for the first time, because the conversation, like the setup, and like attending to them in a good way where they're comfortable as well. And that's what I like my school. Like, it was expensive, but they kind of teach you how to...
They're more hands-on and...
Yeah, how to deal with all that stuff. But it was funny because I was like cutting his hair and I was like obviously upset because I know this is so bad. Poor guy. And then my instructor comes in. She's like, are you having fun? And I'm like, no.
You're like, I hate this shit.
And the guy just looks up at me.
He's all like, look, man, I just wanted a haircut. I didn't ask for all this extra shit that came with it.
And he just looks at me like, oh my God. And I'm just like, you're fine.
You're good. I'm like, I'm a little moody at the moment, but this is all right, I guess.
So I hate men's haircuts. I do not want to do it. I mean, if it's like shears, like by all means, I'll do it.
Shears is what? The scissors,
yeah,
right? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
But if you want a clipper cut, I'm going to be upset.
You're like, no, I'm not doing that. Sorry.
It's not my cup of tea.
Right on. So that was obviously, I'm assuming, the hardest part about being a cosmetologist, right?
Yeah.
So now, the one thing that I want to see if I can get back to really fast is that, is there a customer or a client? I don't know what you call them. What would you call them? Customers, clients? Okay, cool. Because I asked one of my buddy Jake, like he's a fitness individual, you know. So I asked him, what do you call them? Because obviously I don't know if you call them friends, customers, you know, students or whatever, you know. So everyone has their own little different terms for people. But have you ever had a customer give you I guess you could say, a story that really did, you know, hit you, where you were really like, damn?
Yes.
Yeah.
That actually happened not that long ago, because
now, obviously, if you feel comfortable, you can go ahead and give some details. But if you don't, then yeah.
So I do eyelashes as well, guys.
Oh, you do eyelashes? Oh, dude, I'm gonna need to check my shit out, bro.
Yeah, it was funny. That's actually how I started. I started doing eyelashes, and I was like, wait, this is kind of fun. And then I started like thinking about Cosmo School, and that's when I went into Cosmo School, because you actually need your cosmetology license to do eyelashes legally. But that all still happened within like my boss like not doing that. Like, I started off with eyelashes first, and then like I think I did that more as of a
hobby type.
No, like extra income just in case he like lets me go.
Right.
Like just in case. But I'm kind of glad I did. So there's this lady, I love her. She every time before she leaves, she like pre-books and everything. She's really sweet and everything. She used to have breast cancer, and recently on our last appointment, she was telling me that you know how you have to take a test every 6 months? 6 months?
I'm not too familiar with it, but so I'm assuming she had it and she beat it.
She beat it, yeah.
Okay, and then she's just constantly doing checkups.
Yeah, you have to. You absolutely have to. And then she was telling me how the doctor wants to have a conversation with her, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so normally, like, if everything comes out fine, you're kind of like, oh, I'm good. But if the doctor wants to speak to you, it's kind of a lot of things start running through. I haven't seen her since then, but it kind of like my heart got a little like heavy, and I felt so bad. I even told her like, hey, look, I lied. I was like, hey, you had a lot of lashes left, so I'm gonna charge you half. Like, I'm not gonna charge you the full amount. She'd say, oh, okay, thank you. Like, I just feel like that's really hard, especially when you start bonding with them and stuff. And I'm just when she comes in, I feel weird bringing it up. So it's like, if she brings it up, fine, but if she doesn't, I'm not gonna touch that subject, because I don't know what the doctor told her. But yeah, this is what I mean. Like, you get close to your clients, so then when they go through stuff, it's kind of like,
it's kind of nerve-wracking. It kind of hits you a little bit.
Yeah, like that one hit me a little bit, and I was like, I hope she's fine. I'm gonna see her on the 19th.
So yeah, on the night. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have your ass come back just so we get an update, because I'm really curious on that. But that's crazy though, because like it's kind of like I joked around, like you're kind of like a therapist in a way. Like, does the school kind of, you know, guide you through that process as well, or do they kind of make some recommendations on it, or no?
Well, they do kind of guide you a little bit. My school was amazing. I liked how they tell you don't talk about politics, don't talk about genders. Like they tell you things, don't ask people what do you do for work because they could get offended. And I can see where that comes from because I am assisting at a really high-end salon. Right there, you need to assist before you get on the floor because they charge a lot for these things. And I remember I was washing a client.
Before you continue, what's assisting? What does that mean?
Oh, like an apprentice program?
Oh, okay. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure because I was like assisting. I was like, okay, is that kind of like interning? Is that kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Much.
All right. Just wanted to make sure.
In those high-end salons, they're not just going to throw you in there. You're going to have to learn and work your way up for that. And that's pretty much where I'm at the salon in West Hollywood. And I remember I had a client. I was assisting a really good hairstylist. And I was washing the client. And I was like, she was beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. And I was like, oh, what do you do for work? And she's like, I'm an actress. And I was like, yeah. So she got offended because of that. And then
interesting.
And then ever since then I felt the mood switch and I was like, I am so sorry.
Right.
Like, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
that's interesting
like,
though.
please like me back.
Like my thing with that is like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like I think this is why podcasting is good for me because I like to know things. Like I like to have conversations, and I don't know. I guess I kind of feel that from you too. It's like in a way we're kind of nosy because we're just like, hey, like what's going on? Like how are you? Typed up, right? But it's like it's weird that people would get offended by that. I guess I don't know. I don't know.
She got a little bothered, and I realized it more as if we were continuing her service, and I felt so bad. Like I'm so sorry.
Right.
Like, but me, it's not like I just don't watch TV as much. So I think maybe that's why. It's like, yeah, like, it takes me a while to kind of like put it in here. Like, oh, like this is this person. Like if you were to like tell me, oh, what actresses were in the movie and be like, I don't know.
No, I feel you.
I don't know their
But
names.
I'll be like the pretty one or the guy that's like really ripped or something. You know what I'm talking about? They'll be like, oh yeah, all right, cool. That guy.
That's me. So I felt so bad. I was like, please like me back.
You're like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that. I apologize. Sorry for the inconvenience I may have caused you.
I'm just a little slow right now.
Yeah.
Like, give me a minute.
But I don't know. That's an interesting one. But that's cool that the school, I guess, kind of talks to you about it. And I'm sure the salon talks to you guys about that too.
They do. And I remember when because I'm so grateful right now because transitioning from a regular job to a hairstylist is really hard. Like really, really hard. Because keep in mind, when you work a regular job, like, call it a big girl job, you know how much you're going to get each week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you do hair, it's kind of like maybe
roller coaster
a lot, and maybe not so much this week. Maybe it lasts, like, for example, it was really slow not that long ago and I only worked 3 days that week and I was like stressed. But now I'm really grateful because I'm helping 3 stylists in the salon, so which means it'll be more money and then more hours and all that stuff. So I'm really grateful for that. But it's really hard because you're kind of like an entrepreneur. Also, if a client cancels, you're not
getting income.
You're not getting that money anymore. Or like, let's say, but then it's kind of like it is a roller coaster. So like if you want to switch on to this profession, you kind of have to learn how to manage your money. Like, yeah, I made a lot of money this week, but save it because next week might be a little dry.
Yeah, right. No, yeah. You know what though? A lot of people don't get that shit. And then I think it does come with that entrepreneur mentality.
Yeah.
Because even myself, like doing the truck driving, it's the same thing. Like February, right?
I seen that.
Yeah.
Also, like when like the New Year, Chinese New Year, they close the ports. Like, because I used to work and that's why I understand. And then let's say like sometimes it's like a little slow. They don't give you that many loads, and you're kind of like.
Anyone that is an entrepreneur that's out there, like they get that, like they understand that 9 to 5 is that comfortable,
Yes.
like, reassurance of like the money. I guess there was I don't know if it was a movie, I don't know what clip they got it out of or something like that, but I seen it on Instagram, and the guy's like, how much did they give you to give up on your dream? Like, how much was it? And it's like, damn, like when I heard that, I was like, damn, that hits, because it's like, damn, okay, like back then you'd be paying like $22 an hour or 19 or whatever. It's like, that's how much they paid you to give up on your dream. And you're just like, you don't think about it like that. You think about it like, oh, I have a job. It's like, no, you had dreams, aspirations, goals, all that stuff, and that's how much they paid you to give up on it.
Like, no shame to people who love that stability.
Yeah.
But I just feel like there's more to life than to working for somebody else. And because for other people, an office job is their dream job. Like, I always say, go for what you really like. I was actually having a conversation with my dad, and I was really upset with him. Sorry, Dad, bringing you up. But
Dad, if you want, you can go ahead and skip maybe like 5 minutes forward if you like.
Yeah, we were having a conversation because he obviously sees how the money that I was making before compared to the money that I'm making now. He's stressing me out. Like, I know I made more, but give me a little bit of time.
Yeah, it's like just hold on there, Pop. Give me a sec.
Yeah, so we were talking about it. He's like, why don't you just cut men's hair? It's easy money. Like, they're in and out 30 minutes. And I was like, I don't like cutting men's hair. He's like, just do it. And I was like, you don't get it. Like, I don't like it. Like, I am focused on what I really like. And I was like, he's like, but it's good money. And I was like, I understand that. But if I was doing it for the money, I would have just stayed where I was at. Like, point blank. And we were just going back and forth. And I was obviously really upset. And then it was me, my sister, my dad, and his girlfriend. And I was like, look, listen, for the first time in my life, I can genuinely say I love what I do. Like, yes, sometimes I don't want to go to work because I'm tired or like I'm annoyed or whatever. But 80% of the time, I love being there. When I got back from my vacation, I was happy to be at work. It's so crazy. And I was like, not that many people can say that.
Yeah, not that many at all. No, there's still people that lie to themselves and tell themselves that they like that shit. So. And
then my dad said the funniest thing. He's like, yeah, I don't like going to work. I don't like my job. I was like, exactly. And I was like, your job is your second home. Because if you're not at home, where are you? You're working. So it's hard. I know it's hard, but I'm going to keep trying until this becomes really like big for me. And obviously it's going to be hard because when you go into the life of a hairstylist, you have to kind of keep into consideration you're starting from the ground up. Because you're new. Clients don't really trust you. You're still learning. There's going to be errors. So it's a process. And you kind of, whoever wants to be a hairstylist, like, baby steps. Don't give up. Like, that's a big thing. Like, do not give up. If you really love it, do not give up. Because I've seen so many girls that I went to Cosmo school with, and now they're not doing that. Like, they just gave up pretty much. They went back to like a regular job and stuff because it is hard. It is really hard, especially when you have bills to pay and stuff like that. There was a point when I worked at 2 salons and I worked at Sephora.
Damn.
Because Sephora was my steady income. I was like, I know I'm going to get this much each week. So if I don't get anything here, I'm fine. And I was just trying to make it work. And it's a lot of hustling in the beginning because, keep in mind again, like, not that many people want to go with the new person, and it's a little nerve-wracking for them, and like, hair is everything for people. So it's just like, and then so like little by little I started like getting more busy, and then I got busy enough to where I can leave Sephora. So I left Sephora, and now I am just working at 2 salons. I might add another one.
Okay.
A little crazy.
You're like a little crazy.
But I'm like looking into that as well. I might leave one, but I'm trying to like see where it's at.
Your options and see how everything is.
Yeah, how everything is going. That's the thing. Like, that's how it is. Like, with, you know, like being an entrepreneur, you kind of have to see like where the opportunities. Like, am I growing here? Am I learning? How is the community here? Like, are they like welcoming? Is it like not good for your mental health and stuff like that? So you kind of have to take into consideration all of that because, like I said, your job is your second home. So if you don't like being there, you're not gonna like your job.
Like, I'm gonna ask you a question. It may be a little I don't know how people might take it, but it's like it might be a little controversial. But I wanted to ask you because it's like we live in a time where a lot of people nowadays, I guess you can say, are very vocal about like how they don't like, I guess, certain entrepreneurs because of the money and the wealth that they've accumulated and stuff like that. Like, now that you're an entrepreneur yourself, like, have you ever had that mindset change where you're like, oh, well, it's not fair that so and so has this much money, and then now that you're an entrepreneur, you're like, I get it. Like, I understand why they have that, and you give people like their little like your little rose, your little clap, your little roses or flowers or whatever. It's like, no, that's actually hard. So when someone complains and they're like, oh, it's not fair that so-and-so has so much money, like, you know, there's people out there that are this. It's like, bro, they put in the time. Like, they, you know, you get that. Yeah. And have you ever had that like mind change or like that mind switch a little bit?
Honestly, no. Like, with entrepreneurs, okay. I've always like applaud them because they're actually going after something that they actually genuinely want to do. And it is scary. It goes the same as realtors. Like, if you don't sell a house, you're not getting money.
Right.
Yeah, and
that's
then
true.
It's all very, very scary, but it kind of just takes, like, do you, like, have faith in yourself pretty much, and kind of, like, think, like, I want this, I need this, and kind of, like, go for it. Because, yeah, I'm making less money than I was before, but I'm happy.
Yeah, no. And you know what's funny? It's like, you know how I had asked you, well, I had said earlier about that video that I seen. Well, there's a second part to it, to the video that I seen from the one that said, it's like, how much did they pay you to give up on your dream? The second part of that is, he pretty much asked, he's like, do you know why kids and guys, let's just say, right, look up to athletes? And then the guy responds back, it's like, because they have money on the girls. It's like, no, that's why we look up to athletes. It's like, there's a reason why kids look up to athletes. And it's like, well, why? It's like, because they follow their dream. It's like they didn't give up on their dream, and they followed it through, and they successfully did everything that they wanted to do.
I mean, if you look at it, you think it was easy for them to be an athlete? Like,
hell no.
Like, they had to go through the struggle in the beginning. Like, hardly any money, like, just practicing and dedicating their life to it. And then it's like you have to give up a lot, like a lot. Like, the year that I went to school for Cosmos, I had no life. Like, I had no life whatsoever. I would, like, go to work from 4 to, I think, 7 a.m. I'll go to school, and then I'll get out of school, and then I'll get out, like, at 4:30. So I'll get there, like, at 5, and I'll leave at midnight.
Damn.
That was the routine. So I had no life, but I wanted it so bad that it didn't matter. Like, it didn't matter. And it was so funny because I would go to McDonald's for their black coffee because okay, their coffee.
I heard it's good, dude. I don't know.
No, it's crack in
My
a cup.
mom loves that shit. She's like McDonald's coffee is the shit, and I'm like, all right,
dude, it's crack in a cup. I swear to God. And I would always see the same old man. He's like, and he already knew. I would pull up. He's like, black coffee, yeah, large, yeah.
It's always, it's always bad when, or depending on how you look at it, but it's always bad when you go to a fast food chain and they know you already. Yeah. Like, and you know your order, you're like, fuck.
I remember once I was like, can I have a hash brown? He's like, oh, you want a hash brown today? And I was like, yeah.
You know what? A confession. That's me with like how I used to be really obsessed with Jersey Mike's. Like I used to be obsessed, dude. Like I used to eat it practically every day. Like I swear religiously.
I like the spicy Italian.
I haven't had that.
Oh no, original Italian. There you go.
The ones that I get is the 7 or the 8. Those are the 2 that I get. Those are my regular 2s, right? Like
what are those?
That's like the 8 is like a club sandwich style, I guess, like with bacon and stuff like that. And then the 7, I want to say, is like an Italian or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you might be getting the one that I like.
Probably the 7. Right? The Italian? Or the 8 is the club sandwich, like bacon, the mayo. No?
All that.
Yeah, that's what I did it Mike's Way, which is all the stuff, the sauce and everything. But yeah, so I got offended, I guess you could say, because it's like you go there so often that the people know your order. So back then I would order the 8 a lot, right? The 7 here and there, but mainly the 8. And the guy's like, oh, 8 regular on white, right? And I was like, no, we're going to do the 7 today. And I literally felt like, no, you don't know me type shit, And I was like, the disrespect from this guy thinking he knows me. But that's how I knew I had a problem. That's when I realized, I was like, you know what, bro? I really need to stop.
That's not that bad. I remember I would go to Subway every morning to get, like, the soups. And I would always get the 2 soups, right? I'll get the broccoli one, and I'll get the chicken noodle one. And I remember that morning, I was like, I just want one. And the guy was like, just one soup? I was like, yeah.
You're like, yes, dude? What the hell?
That's all I'm asking for. He's like, it's just like, you normally get 2 soups. And I was like, no, not today. I just want the chicken noodle. Thank you.
It's like, you know what, bro? You need to mind your business today.
I say that a lot. It's so funny when they ask you, they're like, mind your business.
It's like, yeah.
Go on.
Bro, don't fucking worry about me today. Just give me what I asked for. But yeah, I'm telling you, I really got offended at that. And I don't know if anyone else has gotten offended over that, little things like that. But yeah, dude, that's how I knew I had a problem when I had to switch it up.
No, it's just, no. But honestly, like, the guy from McDonald's, he was amazing. I think he cranked that shit up too. Because I remember once, after going for so long, I was like, ooh, I feel it. Like, it hit. I was
it's like that bartender that hooks you up. You're like, God damn, bro. It's like, I knew I wanted a drink today, but not get fucked up. What the hell?
Yeah. You already knew. And I remember once I did surprise him because I was like, can I have a vanilla iced coffee? He's like, what?
You're like, what? Look at this plot twist today. She's throwing me a curveball.
Yeah, because I would always drink like a black
Just black straight, no sugar,
no sugar,
nothing.
no nothing, all of that. Because I was like I still am in a weight loss journey, so it's kind of like I was like, I don't need all the extra sugar. But that day I was like, let me give myself a little something.
You're like, let me treat myself real fast.
Let me get a vanilla iced coffee.
That's hilarious. I think the funny thing is like right now how you were mentioning the weight loss journey is like, I used to be almost 230.
I was 230 pounds.
Give me those. 230 out here, you feel me? But yeah, so like I used to be almost 230, and the problem with me is like it goes directly to my cheeks, like my face, not my ass, my face, like these cheeks right here, dude. And you know what, matter of fact, I'm gonna show you real fast. I can't show the camera because it's got all my info on there. Hold on.
Wait, I have to show you mine. You're gonna be amazed.
Like you're gonna be amazed right now too.
You're gonna be amazed with me.
That's how I used. I swear to God, I used to be thick, dude. Like crazy thick.
Okay, thickum.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But like I used to be thick, dude, and it was that's when I knew. I was like, you know what, bro? Like I'm literally feeling that stereotypical truck driver look right now, and I was like, I don't like that. I was like, I need to lose some weight type, you know.
Wait, honestly, like with truck driving, I can see how people gain weight. One of my friends, I was like, you need to do something, dude. You can't just work in these jobs anymore. Like, do something that's gonna make you income. And he got into truck driving. And I was like, you're getting a little fat, sir.
Damn, you threw the fat word out there? You need to say thick?
We're mean to each other. We're so
all right,
mean
man,
to
I
each
have
other.
a couple of those friends, yeah.
Yeah, like we're so... He's short, too.
Shout out to all the short kings out there, you feel me?
You guys are amazing.
You guys are
funny.
amazing, yup.
Yeah.
But just when you gain that little extra weight, you look more like a butterball papa. So just, understand that. You're still king, but...
Yeah, I remember I was telling him, I was like, dude, like, you need to start working out. Like,
he didn't take that lightly, huh? He was like...
He made fun of me all the time because of my weight.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
So
game is game. Fair is fair.
Fair game. Like, don't make fun of me. I lost weight. Now look at you. Little thick.
You're a little thickums out there, bruh.
But his girlfriend loves it, so it's all good.
Oh, well, that's always nice.
Dude.
Let me see, dude. Dude, you were a little bit big on her. Dude.
230 pounds.
And you're not that tall, so you're kind of like your little short king.
Yeah, I'm kind of like my friend, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well.
Yeah?
That's a big transformation. That deserves some cup.
I lost
some
a total
praise.
of 67 pounds.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So what was your secret to that? What was it that you were like, let me ask you this. What was it that made you realize like, oh shit, I need to start? And then what was it that you like, what baby steps did you take? The only reason why I'm asking is because I had this conversation with my boy Jake, and that he's the one that really helped me out. So shout out to Jake if you're watching this, Jake. Shout out to you, bro. But he really like helped me out through that journey. Although I was not 100% consistent, I guess you can say, but it did help me out and realize like, okay, I'm eating a lot of this and I need to stop. So what was it that like started it, and what were the steps you took?
I know the perfect day because I was like, oh.
It wasn't the short king, right? It wasn't. No. Oh, okay.
No, it's when I went to school for optometry, guys. I fucking hated my job. Mm-hmm. I changed career. This is my third time changing my career, so it's like third time's a charm. I'm like,
you're like, here we go.
I'm getting it today. But yeah, I was at the office and I ordered pizza, and then I ate the pizza. Very good. Amazing. And then out of nowhere,
was it the whole box or like a medium?
No, I shared.
Like, okay. Yeah, no, well, you said the whole pizza, so I'm thinking in my head, no. Damn, that's a big slice.
I probably could have, but I was like, no, I'm sharing.
I'm guilty of it myself, so it's all good.
No, and then yeah, like I ate the pizza, and then I was getting really bad chest pains and stomach pains, and I was like, and I felt myself breathing hard, and I was like,
you were like.
Yeah, and I was
you wouldn't even be walking. You'd be like,
no, and I was like, what the hell is this? Mm-hmm. And ever since then, I was like, nope, I have to do something. And it wasn't just like I seen girls do this like online where they're like snap and they're like they lose weight immediately. Mm-hmm. That was not me, and that's what I'm telling people is like it's okay if it takes you years, because that picture was 2018. We're in 2024.
So that was what. My math
it's been a while.
21,
yeah, like
6 years. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say 6, but I was like, I don't know. My math may not be right. Internet might, my math. Hold on. That's good.
But I was kind of like, And it's okay if you kind of like get on the fitness workout, then you fall back, and then you get back on it again. So like what I did around that time, I did like those fast diets, and then I would lose the weight. But immediately as I started eating normal, I'll gain it. Just
let me ask you this: did you start off with a salad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the only reason why I say that is because my boy that I had on, Jake, we talked about. He's like, he literally said, he's like, when you think about a fitness journey, what's the first meal that comes to your mind?
A salad.
A salad. And he's like, that should not be your first thought, you know. But everybody thinks that. And so, Jake, if you're watching this, bro, I'm letting you know, everybody thought a salad.
That is not the healthiest way to do it. I will say, because okay, I hate dieting. I will say I freaking hate it, because the thing is it's not realistic. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to kind of think about it as a lifestyle, because that's like 2018 till now, like I finally lost the weight within 2 years. So I was losing like 30 something pounds a year, pretty much, right? So before I would do all these diets and kill myself at the gym, and then I'll lose it, but I'll gain it twice as fast, because I was doing it in the moment and I wasn't really doing it for the long run. So it's kind of so now the difference is that I'm consistent with the gym, and I eat bad, but not
as bad. Right.
So let's say like I eat good throughout the week. Like I don't put sugar in my coffee. Like I have an egg or two in the morning. No tortillas. I love my tortillas, but no tortillas. And then also, like, if I want to eat, like, I hate it because at my job they bring donuts every Saturday, and I'm like,
you're like, ugh.
Sir.
You're like, how dare you, sir, not be considerate about me.
So I crave the donut, so I eat half of it.
Okay, well that's cool.
So I think a lot of people think like I cannot have that ever again, which is good for the moment. But the I've seen it happen, and I'm gonna tell you guys about this date because it was so bad. Yeah, because the minute you have sweets, you're kind of like, oh my god, I haven't had this in forever, and you go on a rampage.
Yep.
And next thing you know, you're like, what have I done? I've eaten so much. So it's kind of like if you're craving something, it's okay to have it, but in portions. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much where I'm at. So it's kind of like, if I'm craving tacos, am I going to have 5? No. Am I going to have 2? Yes.
Yes.
That's the thing.
I might still have that 5 low key, but all right, 2.
Well, you saw me fuck up the torta.
Dude. I seen that shit firsthand. She fucking devoured that torta, bro. Like, I was like, bro, I normally eat a torta, but I just had like a taco or two because I knew it was late.
You were so good that day.
Yeah, I was like, nah, it's late. I'm gonna just have 2 tacos. And Greg was like, nah, like, you know, and I was like, all right, bro, I just want 2 tacos.
So bad, guys. But here's the thing, I had liquor in my system, and I was like, this torta sounds so good, and I ate the whole thing.
Yeah,
I was not supposed to do
it was like at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, damn. I was like, bruh. I was like, I did not expect myself eating tacos right now, but all right.
Well, that's the thing. That's another thing. Like, if you're in a fitness journey, you can't drink like that all the time.
Correct. That's true.
Because the thing is, with alcohol, guess what comes? Cravings. And then you eat bad, and then you wake up and you're like, oh shit.
You're like, fuck.
Yeah. And then it brings down like your whole progress with working out, because then you're kind of sweating out all the alcohol instead of progressing your muscle growth pretty much. And I'm like, do I really want to drink a lot? Like, I don't drink as much as before. That's another thing too. Like, I know it's gonna suck for a lot of people who want to lose weight, but if you want to lose weight, you need to cut off the alcohol. You
do. Especially beer.
Oh yeah, I don't like beer.
Beer's one heavy one that does help. Like, I could say, like, my boy Dom, the one that I started with, he loves that. He loves the darker the better. Like that. Like, he's one of them motherfuckers. Like, he loves the IPAs and like all that. You know, that's what he likes. And he's getting a little thick boy. But
little belly.
Nah, well, he got a little belly, but he's cool. I mean, yes, he's not on the taller side, but he, you know, I hope he might cut it back a little bit.
Dude, that reminds me of my friend, the one who I told you, who was like, oh, you're getting a little chunky.
Oh, yeah.
Because he lives in San Diego now. Because his girlfriend lives over there.
So nice over there. San Diego's nice.
Yeah, because I was like, dude, you're driving every weekend to go see your girlfriend. Just fucking
leave. Yeah, leave.
Back. Yeah.
Damn, you motivated that? Shit, dude. You're horrible. Just kidding.
No.
He had peace over here, a little bit of space, and now he's over there 24/7.
No, he wasn't happy here.
Oh, okay,
he wasn't happy here. His mom was over there and everything, and his girlfriend was over there. So I'm like, kind of like, dude, like, you're driving too much, like, back and forth.
For those of you that are not aware, San Diego's like about an hour and a half on a good day, and then 2+ on a bad day.
Yeah. So I was
especially if there's fucking, what is it? That Baja, what is it? That
Baja Fest. Yes.
Yeah, especially at Baja Fest, bro. You're driving. You're
Yeah.
fucked up.
But it was funny because he used to have a Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
And he got a truck and he's short. And then, and I was like,
Again, shout out to the Short Kings. Y'all are great.
I've dated a short guy before.
Oh, really?
No.
Shorter than you?
No.
About your height?
Is
eye level?
Just a little bit taller. Like,
Just a little
if
bit?
I wear heels, we're eye level.
You're eye level. Oh no. I dated a girl once that was like about eye level with me. Like legit with heels, and it just didn't feel right. I was like, stop it. Don't do that again. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, go ahead.
I like short kings sometimes. If I can wear my heels, I'm fine. Like, I'm fine.
So they got to be short-ish, like a little bit taller than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But no, I have so many stories right now. Like,
You're like, I'm about to snowball into some shit right now that I don't want to.
no, but it was funny because he was in LA for a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, let's go eat some In-N-Out." And then we ate In-N-Out, and then he was walking into his truck. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was staying behind, and I was like, "I just want to see you get in the truck."
Did he have a step stool by any chance, or no?
He does have a step stool.
My! Shout out to the Short King. Shout out to the
Yeah,
boys.
I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but it was
That's
so
adorable.
funny.
It's adorable.
And
He's
then-
gonna watch your homie go.
Yeah, that's really much. He was like, "I hate you," and I was like, "Dude, why would you do this to yourself?"
It's like bro could have got a Honda, but you said nope. I'm gonna climb this bitch today.
Yep, and I was like, "Dude, like it's always a short man that can get the big trucks."
Well, you know what? The saying goes, although it's a stereotype, it's like they're compensating for something, and it's the height. That's why they got the big truck.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm not clowning on your friend here. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying that supposedly, with the word on the internet, the word on the streets is the compensating for something, which is the height.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was funny because I was like, he said he wanted to lift it, and I was like, "Don't do that to
You're
yourself."
like, don't do that.
Yeah.
It wasn't lifted, dude.
No.
And he still hopped on. I thought it was lifted.
No. I felt so bad, but it was funny because he said, "What
I
are you
feel bad for laughing now, bro. Shout out to the Short King.
Well, his girlfriend's not that tall. So
Oh,
like a
that's
match.
perfect.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
they're
Shout
so
out to you,
perfect.
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, if you ever want to come on the podcast and talk some shit about Emily, by all means, you're more than welcome to, bro. You're more than welcome to, bro. Pull up whenever you want. Just send me a DM.
You know
Because this is
what?
some bullshit, Emily. How are we talking about this guy right now?
He made fun of me for being chunky. It's not.
Bro, your opportunity is available whenever you like. Let me know.
Not. I know where you live.
That's so bad, dude. All right, okay. Oh, woo. All right. Got a little warm in here.
I know. I'm like sweating. No, he's amazing. He's great, but he would always make fun of me because I was overweight. So I'm like, now I'm gonna get back.
Oh, but is your sense of humor like a dark sense of humor?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, bet. Yeah, because
really
I've learned that I get along with people that have a dark sense of humor, and I have like group chats in like my Instagram.
Yeah.
That it's constant of like people that I send certain jokes to because it's like
No, dude,
bro.
my humor is so bad. Okay, just right now, I'm gonna like say it right now. Like my mom passed away a few years ago. Don't say sorry or anything. Just leave it alone. But I remember I was at work, and then I said a joke. Oh, one of the stylists there, he was like, "Oh, your mom," and I was like, "She's dead." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I was like, "It's okay." He's like, "Oh, so you're kidding?" I was like, "No, she's dead."
She's really, dude. And you want to know something crazy? That recently happened to me. So, how can I explain? Let me see. So I went to In-N-Out, and I happened to run across my brother, his side of the family, because my dad is a different dad compared to their dad. So I ran into his uncle. His favorite uncle, and I completely haven't talked to them in like years. And I forgot that his mother had passed away. So my instinct is just to ask about how the family is doing, and well,
it's like normal. Like,
yeah. Like how's your mom? How's everybody? And we're chopping it up, and I was like, oh, how's your mom? And he's like, well, she passed away, right? And I stopped, and I was like, fuck. I was like, now I'm the jackass, you know? But he's like, no, it's cool. Like she's in a better place, blah, blah, you know? And his wife was like, no, I think you were talking about my mom. And I was like, oh, you're fucking good. I was like, yeah, I was talking about your mom, you know? Like she came in and like saved it a little bit. But I was like, fuck, bro. I was like, how was that? Like that really like puts you in a position like your friend. It's like, oh, fuck. Like I'm an asshole now, you know?
It was so funny because he was like so shocked. And then like I did a little like laugh. And everybody's like, your little evil laugh. And I was like, well, dude, like.
It's like I had to.
Yeah, I just had to. Oh my god, I'm bringing it back to like that one story that I wanted to tell you. So
I'm so sorry. I know we got so sidetracked.
Yeah, I know.
It happens when you're having fun. Sorry.
But the story I have to say because it's so funny. I was meeting this guy for the first time. It was like
I have to ask. Yeah. Where did you meet him? Was it like a Bumble thing or a fucking Grinder thing? I don't know. Apparently there's apps. I'm too old now. I'm old now. I don't know.
But he messaged me through Instagram and everything, and I was like, okay, like he wanted to take me out, so I met him at a hookah lounge. And I was like, hey, I'm outside. So I start walking towards like the front of the door, and he opens as I was gonna open it, he opens it, and I'm like, hi. It was the worst experience of my life.
I'm assuming he didn't get a second date.
No.
Fellas, this is just to show you women discriminate off height, all right? So don't ever let them tell you they don't, because they do.
But it was so awkward, guys. It's like I'm like there and I'm like, hi.
Was he really that short?
I was wearing booties.
What are booties?
Like little heeled boots.
Oh, okay. I mean, it was in the name. I apologize.
And then it was just so awkward because when he opened the door and I was about to open it, we were like literally like this, and I'm like, oh shit. like excuse me, you did not tell me about your height.
You know what I've learned, if I'm being honest here?
Yeah.
This is how I pinpoint people's height. All right, so if they ever have a picture up of themselves, right, I always love to look at the background. Always.
Oh.
Because, for example, like I'm a tall individual, right? I'm 6'2", and I like to compare it like, for example, I drive big rigs, so me versus the big rig, I'm like about the size of the door. So whenever I'm at the port and I see people, right, I'm like, oh, damn, like this guy looks tall, and they pop out and you're like, oh, wow, they're not even like half their door. And I'm like, oh, shit. So what I've learned is that whenever I'm on Instagram or someone's talking shit or, you know, whatever the case may be, I always look at the background. So like if I notice that you're not as tall as your door, you know, or close to the door, or, you know, you're closer to the fucking doorknob than you are the top. Like, that's how I pinpoint, like, oh, you're tall or you're not tall, or whatever vehicle you're next to. So, like, there's a lot of people that I follow as far as for, like, fitness, because I'm like, dude, I need to get back in it. And I told Jake I was going to get back in it, which for me, it's Monday.
This is the year.
Yeah, this is Monday for me. So, I was supposed to start on the 1st, but it was like a Wednesday, and I was like,
you know what I've learned to do is like, don't stop saying Monday.
No, that's true. Like, that's true.
Get it in your head. I'm going to do tomorrow.
Yeah, no. But for me, I was like, I haven't even done shopping. I'm fucking behind. I was like, I'm just going to do it on Monday, which is today. After this, I'm going to go do my shopping. But yeah, so I'm going to start eating my egg whites and, you know, all the proper stuff.
You do egg whites?
Yeah. Oh, dude, my boy Jake, he gave me a perfect plan that I truly enjoyed. But like I told him, I was like, my issue with not being consistent was one that I was already going to go to New York, so my mentality was different.
No, it's really hard when you travel, because I had just gotten back from a trip from Europe and I was there for 35 days.
Damn.
So
I want to go to Europe for 35 days, dude.
I highly recommend traveling on your own.
Okay.
It's the best
you did it on your own?
Yeah.
Dude, I go to I encourage it a lot, but I haven't traveled on my own. I say do certain things by yourself because it's a lot rewarding.
Honestly, it's life-changing. I did it for the first time in 2019. I went to Albania. Oh, do you know car is dick in Albanian?
You're fucking lying.
No, I'm not lying.
Dick?
Yeah.
It's car.
It's car, yeah. So, makina is in car in Albanian. Makin. Yeah.
So it's like machine.
Yeah, like machine. Car, yeah. Okay. So I went to Albania for a month too, by myself. So I just like to travel.
You're wild, dude.
I mean, I just got tired of waiting for people to travel with me. So
that's true.
It's a thing, like, kind of, I do recommend it because I will say I had that Greece trip that I took by myself for the first time was before I, like, transitioned to where I'm at now. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it helps a lot with your own self growth. Because when I was there, it's like I can do it. You're there and you're like, I can do anything.
And you're not relying on anybody.
Yeah, and it's like I could go back home and I can be whatever I want to be. Like I don't have to stick to the plan that I have. And also because by seeing how they live life, it's kind of like
It's different.
It's very, very different.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it a lot. Like when I travel to places, I like to learn a little bit of their language. And like Greek is really nice because they have a lot of our Mexican accents in it. So that was really nice. I confused the Greek and the Albanian language a lot.
Did you really?
Yeah, I do. I really do. That's why I'm like, wait, is that Greek or is that Albanian? Because like I went to Albania for a month too, so I kind of like confused the two. But yeah, like it's kind of similar, but like different as well. Like Mirmanjes, I don't know what language that is, but let me look it up.
All right. Yeah, find out what that is, because I'm still amazed that you went by yourself. Because a lot of people are even scared to go to the lunch by themselves. You know what I mean? So the fact that you went to a different country by yourself, that's actually pretty wild too. I'm sure you had your location on at all times.
Yeah, my no. Dude,
yeah, you know what I mean?
My family.
I want to go on a trip by myself though. I'm down to go by myself. I just don't know where. Maybe Colombia.
Oh yeah, Mirmanjes is good morning in Albanian. There you go.
How do you say that?
Mirmanjes.
Mirmanjes?
Yeah.
Mirmanjes?
Yeah. Faleminderit is thank you in Albanian.
Faleminderit.
Yeah.
Say that shit again?
Faleminderit. Faleminderit.
Faleminderit.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Faleminderit, yeah.
Faleminderit. You feel me?
Yeah. And also, if somebody sneezes in Albanian, say shindet.
How do they say thank you?
Shindet. Bless you. Oh, thank you is damn, I had that one.
Thank you.
But if somebody blesses, like sneezes, it'd be like shindet.
Shindet.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Shindet. Bless you. If I sneeze, shindet.
Shindet. That's what that means. Bless you.
Yeah.
Shindet. Damn. All right. I'm learning a lot of shit today. But with that being said, like I know obviously we can go on forever, but that right there is enough for today's podcast just because of the fact that I try to keep everything to a limit as far as for an hour.
I know.
But trust me guys, if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Again, hit the notification bell because it'll let you guys know every time we upload. And hopefully you can come back, you know, whenever you feel comfortable enough to come back. Hopefully you had a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
My first time, guys.
Yeah, so
I was nervous.
I'm still trying to figure out how to say thank you. But other than that, thank you guys for joining us today. And if you haven't already, or do you want me to put your Instagram and everything down below?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. I'll put her description down below so you guys can go ahead and give her a follow. And yeah, with that being said, see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Bye.